Good morning, everybody. This is Jack Gleason with MajorLeagueTrading.com coming at you with your morning trade plan. It is February 13th, 2019. This is a reminder to follow your rules and trade your plan. For economic reports before the bell, written CPI at 4:30, 7 a.m. MBA mortgage applications, and then 8:30 CPI. As well as other headlines that have hit. I believe it was something along the lines of the Senate Intel Committee has concluded that Donald Trump has no collusion with Russia, and then there was a proposal to deal with the border wall to avoid any potential next shutdown. So, shutdown is they're saying off the table this week. After the bell opens, we're going to have crude oil stocks at 10:30, and then at 2 p.m. the U.S. federal monthly budget statement. For our trend biases on the prior day, we, for the first time in a long time, are bullish in every index on every time frame. This is the first time in at least 2 months that we are bullish in every index on every time frame. So prior day, ES bullish, Nasdaq bullish, Dow bullish, Russell bullish, overnight same thing, bullish all four. Shorter term time frame, bullish all four. Mid-term time frame, bullish all four. Longer term time frame, bullish all four. So you guessed it, the trend bias is higher here. For our previous day's summary, for the S&P 500, the bell to bell high 27.48 with the bell to bell low at 27.26. The settlement was 27.44.75, value area high 27.45 quarter, value area low 27.32 half with the point of control at 27.44 quarter. European close 27.41 half, volume 1,258,000 contracts. Overnight high in the S&P 27.57 with the overnight low at 27.42.75. For our floor trader pivot point support and resistance levels, R4A 27.88.75, R3 27.75 quarter, R2 27.61 half, R1 comes in at 27.53 quarter. The pivot point for the day, 27.39 half. S1, 27.31 quarter. S2, 27.17 half. S3, 27.09 quarter. And S4A, 2700.75. For our 10-day range analysis, the previous day we had a 22-point range. The median's been 24.5 bell to bell session, but the entire session was 42.5, which our median's been 28. So we had some range expansion when we include the overnight session. Overnight was 24.75. First hour was 9.5. So helped with a little bump from the overnight session. Nice gap and go. Index strength percentage change. Dow up 1.5%, Nasdaq 1.5%. The Russell on the lower end of the move up 1.22%, and the S&P 1.35. Over the last 5 days, the net Russell is the strongest market. On a 10-day period, the Nasdaq takes that lead. So let's take a look here at some of these sequences that we have in the indexes. I'm going to start with oil. We have oil inventory report here today. There is an extension that is holding with an upside target of 54.57. We had a larger pullback into a major support level on Monday. That support level has upside targets of 57.82, but it'll probably take some time to get up there. Obviously, it's such a large target. The current extension here is drawn from, we got it a little off here. The level is 51.90 to high, and the negative 23% upside profit target is 54.56, assuming that there's a positive reaction to the oil inventory report. That is where I would anticipate us to go. But over the last few days, we've continued to hold support levels in oil. Moving on to the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ began Monday in a full halfway back long, which had the gap up on Tuesday. There's been a really aggressive sequence that's developed inside of that, and we have completed negative 61.8% profit targets of those levels from Sunday. Monday, we've completed the negative 61s up here. There is an extension possibility from that high, 69.69, I think the level is 69.69 half to high. We would want to watch here as a possibility. So I'm going to get rid of this old negative 23% profit target because we don't need that. But currently what's holding is a more aggressive sequence, and that is from the high of 69.99 to high. Okay, this is what held into close, completed profit targets in the overnight session, and that same anchor new high here has bounced off a 38% retracement, which is 70.39.5. The 50% retracement is untested at 70.31. So these are the only two sequences I'm paying attention to below. And with as aggressive as we've been to the upside, they should continue to hold. Moving on now to the Dow, backing out to a higher time frame. The higher time frame full halfway back long that I had was from the low of the 28th to high. It was a pretty aggressively front run on that, and then we had the next halfway back into the close on Monday that pierced, broke out. This high to high extension is a possibility, but once again, there's more aggressive sequences holding here. They're really aggressive. You got to go down to the tick time frame and the 5-minute chart to see it. But right now, the extension that is holding in the Dow is drawn from 25,297, a high that's traded into the close, completed profit targets. The high is the negative 61 in the overnight session. That same anchor new high, the 38% retracement is 25,443. The upside profit target is 25,647 on the higher time frame. Okay, and this could become an extension anchor in the future, that Monday high. Moving on to gold. Type in, which is really just pretty range bound here, but I'm assuming we eventually get a breakdown. Gold has this halfway back short from the 31st of January to low here. It traded its 50% retracement at 13.18, rotated lower, came into a retest on Tuesday, rotated lower. We have a lower low from a leg start here and a halfway back short that has just been sold into. If we stay below this 61.8 at 13.15, we will begin going into a more aggressive sequence here today at 13, that would complete at 1309.6. So be aware of that. Gold does have multiple downside targets. I have one support level, but I mean, really gold has been ranging. The halfway back for the April contract is what we rallied off of on the 7th. So, you know, you'd really want to see a break through that level. Bears would want to see a break through that level on a retest, and then to eventually get to what I'm anticipating is a major support level at 1298.6. But this is more of a range-bound index, range-bound market. If we complete the 1309.6 profit target here today, then that's a really nice sequence coming out of highs out of the hourly chart. You can see we already had a halfway back short complete once here, but we are at the lower end of the range. Moving on to the S&P 500, higher time frame upside profit targets are 27.65, and that is 13 points above where we're currently trading. That is from the swing low of the 28th to the high of the 5th of February. Let's back out to a daily chart here. Show you guys what we're going to be approaching. We're approaching the highs of December and November. The highs of November and December, and the regime is completely different than it was back then. Back then we were bearish on multiple time frames. Now we are bullish on all time frames. There is no resistance level that has held for any significant point of time. We continue to rally, and every single pullback has been bought since the lows. There is a higher time frame potential extension I will look for here from 27.21 half too high. 27.21 half too high. That 38% retracement lines up with the 50% retracement of the extension from 27.30 quarter. That level is 27.43 half and is a significant buy level for me. We could continue up aggressively off the 38% retracement here. If we get bid off the open, we will instantly be looking for us to move up into that higher time frame profit target at 27.63. So if there's buyers off the open, 27.63 would be the first profit target above on the higher time frame. If we have no buyers off the open, the support levels we're going to want to look at and that we need to check would first be 27.43 half, and then below that 27.39 quarter. So 27.39 quarter and 27.43 half are the two levels of support below that I would anticipate a wait for. Otherwise, if we do get bid straight off the open, we would be running up into 27.63, the extension profit target, and then at that time we also would be hitting the higher time frame profit target at 27.65s. Moving on to the Russell. The Russell's 50% retracement completed its upside profit target yesterday. It's a negative 23% upside profit target. I actually took off my screen. I'll throw it back on so you guys can see. The Russell had a 1540.4 negative 23% profit target. We now have an extension on the daily. This is my favorite index to trade to the upside right now, and the high from the 5th of February too high is the zone I would like to participate on, okay? Just because this has been super aggressive to the upside. Super aggressive to the upside. So that is what I'm going to look for here in the Russell today. Let's take a look at the daily chart. We are going to be running up into the high of December here at 1566. But look, I mean, the Russell's got still so much room. The highs of September of 2018 are all the way up at 1753. We're trading 1543. So that's a lot of room to run. Yep. All right, guys. So that's what I have going into the day. The bias, like I said, I think the most important note is the bias for the first time in months is bullish on every time frame in all of 4 indexes. We have not seen that for quite some time. So, you know, we've obviously seen a lot of bullish tape action, but now finally the higher time frame can flip here. So we'll see if we continue, guys. I think yesterday, you know, I personally did a pretty poor job of trading the trend yesterday. I still did all right, but I definitely could have done a heck of a lot better if I just traded the trend. So, you know, remember that when you're taking trades today, guys. Probably to be one of your favorite long-sided trades. Everybody trade safe. Have a great day. If you enjoy this content, give this video a thumbs up. Make sure to leave a comment. If you got a question, take it to the Discord channel, because that's where I look at for questions. And everybody have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the MLT Power Hour. Take care.